Hey guys, Lexa Gray here with another video. It finally came in. I finally got my favorite game, RPG, in physical form, Maze Rats. It literally just shipped in today, and I cannot be more excited. I've been waiting for this for some time now, since discovering Maze Rats, and it's just nice to have this in a smaller form compared to my big binder or the printout. It just feels more official to have it like this. So this isn't a review. This is not a tutorial. I'm just showing that I ha finally got it, and it has everything. It has literally the one page mechanics and then the character creation. So I'm going to be using this more often for my tabletop videos, where I'm running a session and my character is against someone here. So blah blah blah. I have an encounter and look. Oh hey, yeah, by the way. Maze rats, here's this rule right here, XYZ, you got to do this first. Or if I have my character sheet out, which this does actually have character sheets in the back, as an example, there is two, which you can print out from the website. You have the character sheets. This is pretty much similar to the printout. It has two character uh, slots. Then, you can go from there. And also, the real reason what makes Maze Rats incredible as a game is the tables. So not only does this game work for me as far as being very, very rules light, literally in a one-page RPG, but it has a bunch of tables attached to it that can guide your solo play. Now, it has tables, but it doesn't have the mechanic for solo play. That's the one thing that I usually have to improvise myself, and that can be kind of a setback for me because I will probably at times use a another RPG method or a solo method like one page mythic as a driver to really direct the solo RPG concept, or I'll just be using my guts as far as what to do on timing and uh, the process, the mechanics of the game itself. But having all this material completely free form in a small pamphlet almost, it's fantastic. And it has, like I said, all these tables for just creating your world, and there's just so much to roll to. So, on top of getting this, I also ordered Mythic GM Emulator Second Edition. I'm getting that. I think it's paperback. I don't recall if I chose paperback form, but either way, I have that coming in. I'm going to try to get used to that method of solo play because I feel that in my videos, I'm too judgmental of myself, but I feel like I'm playing solo without really much direction. I'm going to do a video about showing one page Mythic, I'm sorry, Mythic GM Emulator Second Edition once it arrives. Again, not a review, not a tutorial, just to go through it so I can become familiar with it with an audience, essentially. But having Maze Rats be my real core engine, my preferred RPG of choice in this smaller pamphlet form is just a huge step for me. So you have all these tables, and then you have sample play, but it covers the big three: maze, wild, and then city. So that is just terrific. Then it has all the treasures, equipment, and items and inventory. It has character generators. All of these things you can mix together because you have these 2d6 tables. You roll 1d for the table, then you roll another for the actual option outcome. So there's just endless possibilities with such a easy engine attached to it. Now, on top of Mythic GM Emulator, I also, from the same creators, from Ben, I believe Ben Milton pretty much runs the whole Swordfish Island company, I believe. Jacob Hurst, most likely a team effort. But either way, from Swordfish Island LLC, that company that made Maze Rats, they make other engines too. And they recently came out with Knave, I believe it's pronounced, second edition. I have Knave, the first one, on digitally, but I bought the second edition. Looked really intriguing. Knowing it's from the same guys, I'm giving it a chance. So I have Nave coming in, shipping in within the next couple weeks, and I will also do a video on that. So if Nave sneaks in for the win and becomes my favorite, then obviously I'll still have Maze Rats on supply. But I was really curious about Nave after they released it. So it looked intriguing, and I felt like because of the consistency and reputation of Maze Rats that I have uh, so much respect for, I think Nave might be a potential winner. So we'll see about that once it arrives. I have that coming also in physical form. And as I'm trying to keep consistent, this channel is having my videos be on tabletop, physical tabletop, so analog, obviously. But yes, this is Maze Rats, and it's just like I was just hoping to share the excitement with you guys as I quickly, informally run through this. Obviously, not a review or a tutorial, just to show that it's arrived, and I'm going to use it for my next videos. But if you're wondering how Maze Rats works, I am not the person to go to. I'm not. My channel is not a how-to channel. I just like to do explorations from a amateur point of view, a consumer's point of view. But Maze Rats essentially is a 2d6 system. It's very simple. This is literally the rules right here. This is it. And the fact it's leveling up is also a winner for me. You can level up to 7 or beyond. If you want to really screw the rules and try to carry this to a long campaign, you could. I don't have this going on a long campaign besides Misfortune Legacy, which has been kind of a real, has been shelved so many times. It's a kind of once a month kind of thing. I really want to try to use, I want to use Maze Rats for a long campaign in the future, for the entire campaign, because with Misfortune Legacy, I've used different rules as I go. I tried to be consistent as far as changing it up every 10 episodes, but I've obviously lied about that. And I've changed the rules from Karen to Maze Rats to World of Dungeons to my own and back to Maze Rats. It's been a complete hurdle and a mess. And Misfortune Legacy is one I like to do when I feel like it, and when I feel it's time to do another episode. But with the one shots I like to do on here and other videos, Maze Rats is always my go-to. So you've got Danger Rolls, which is essentially is action like checks. You have a difficulty of said 10, but you can change that. You have 3 ability scores or obviously attributes: strength, dexterity, willpower. You have advantage, so you can roll 3D. You have NPC reactions, initiative. Combat works with 2d6 against our armor class. The difference is usually damage with attack roll and an attack bonus that your character might have. NPC morale, which I just started doing, tried to start doing in my last video with, I think it was the prison one. Encumbrance, healing, leveling up, like I said, is a favorite of mine because this can be carried on to a longer campaign. However, you define longer campaigns up to you. This is the character creation process, and then you have the tables to roll for your character creation finisher. So you got random tables, the ability attributes, these are set. You can do the conventional method of rolling ability scores, maximum health of 4, which if you play solo, I recommend tinkering with that, increasing it to 6 or 8, because this game is very unapologetic. You can die pretty quick if you're, especially if you're in a maze. Essentially, it is kind of a level 0 character start like DCC, but it says level 1, but it does feel like your character is meant to die much, can die easily compared to a D&D or such. You have starting features. You have tables to roll your starting 6 items to. You can either choose them. Combat gear, starting gear, armor 6, then with shield and light armor it's 8, and then you can do all the appearance, physical detail, background, clothing, personality, and mannerisms. And then the last is the record your level, name, level, and XP. So as it's all the way down here, kind of off to the side, it's not too important compared to your actual character's visuals, visual appearance, and antics, and the items itself. So it's a very, very simple book, and there is a total of, just to close this video out, essentially is a total of 29 pages as it says here in the last print. So it feels like it's cardstock. It's pretty good paper. Staples right here in the middle. So that's straight from the website, straight from Swordfish Islands, their website. So you can buy this. It took a week or two, I think. I ordered it very recently, so it came promptly. You know, I know print on demand or however it works behind the scenes, it's not going to be delivered next day. I'm patient enough to wait for this, and I'm glad I did. So Uh, yeah, very informal video, but I'm just excited. Hopefully, you guys are too, and I really want to pull this, pull this book out when I need it, when I'm playing anything tabletop. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.